Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Ask Away podcast. You may have noticed we took a break for Thanksgiving, but we're back with 2 more deep dives to feed your curiosity. If you had a typical Thanksgiving gathering, there may have been a few toasts throughout the day to acknowledge the things we're all grateful for. In my family, when we do a toast, we clink our glasses and shout cheers. You may do a variation of this with other traditions mixed in, but today we'll be taking a deep dive of the history and evolution of toasting and cheersing our drinks.
Yay. Cheers.
Yeah. Fake cheers.
Fake cheers.
I know, I wanted
We
us to
should have had
like,
something.
I was telling you we should have had like a little glass of wine or something like.
All right, retake. We're
Virtual
back
shit.
in a minute. Okay.
Start it over. Everyone pause.
Pause while we go get a glass of wine.
Grab your favorite beverage and meet back here. I have my water, if that counts.
I have
Which
mine.
I'm matching. If you're watching the video, you can see I'm matching my cup. Cheers.
Kind of.
Okay, so basically, for this deep dive, we kind of have to start with just the general history of alcohol, which goes real far back.
Yeah, it does.
So, basically, alcohol has been around since at least 10,000 BC, and then likely any traditions that we use today, like toasting, probably trace back to the like origins of alcohol. Like, however long we've had alcohol, there have been traditions such as toasting.
Okay.
In some way,
That kind of makes sense.
Right? Like,
Had to start somewhere.
Because also a lot of culture, like, especially ancient cultures, like community and like, so food is a big part of it because it's like the dinner table, everyone eats and shares a meal. It's like, there's a lot of community and culture that like surrounds food and beverage, basically.
That's very true.
So if you're creating alcohol, now that's integrated into...
That's part of our entertaining.
You know, it's kind of part of like a ritual, if you will.
Yeah.
So this is also like alcohol is just another one of those things that is present in all of the cultures, all of the histories all over the world. Like each culture, well before they ever made contact with one another, had developed their own form of alcohol, which mostly just stemmed from like accidental fermentation of food. Like, so I'm like,
interesting.
Which is weird to me because I'm like, isn't that kind of it's like going bad, but like in a very specific way that you're now benefiting
that you
from.
won't die from. I don't
right.
know.
It's, I mean, like, well, yeah, depends how much you drink.
I guess that's true.
But yeah, so like various cultures had alcohol made from corn, milk. This is all fermented, of course, like fermented corn, milk, rice, barley, grapes, of course. Yeah, exactly. I'm a fan of the fermented grapes personally, the red ones specifically. And so also with all of that, being able to hold your liquor was also pretty universally like kind of high status, or like you'd be looked down upon if you cannot hold your liquor.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of still true today.
I mean, that's true.
Like, you know, where people are like, oh my god, you're such a lightweight, which I don't understand how that's an insult. In my mind, I'm like, if you're like making fun of someone for being lightweight, you're just projecting your jealousy because it's cheaper. You're having to consume less. Like, you're not gonna be as bloated from chugging beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's efficient to be a lightweight.
Cheap date.
But
Cheap
I
date.
would be an embarrassment back in the olden days.
Which I'm okay with.
Right. But that brings me to, we're going to talk a lot about like ancient Greece, because it was, in my research, it said wine specifically was a pillar of ancient Greek society, pretty much, to the point where water drinkers were looked down upon as bad-tempered and unfriendly. While wine drinkers, bad-tempered and unfriendly.
For drinking water.
Yeah. Like, if you choose water over wine, they're like, ooh, like, you're not the person to be invited to the party.
You're not cool.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like you're getting uninvited to the function.
Hilarious.
But then wine drinkers were seen as creatives, passionate, and fond of intellectual conversation.
Okay.
Okay, which, I mean, makes sense if, like, I'm trying to think back, like, okay, it's ancient Greece, you know, they don't have as many amenities and comforts as we do today. So,
right.
You know, if you're sober, you might be a little cranky because you're going through it and life isn't as comfortable as it is today. Yeah. And so a little alcohol takes the edge off. Yeah, you're going to be a bit more creative and passionate and have good conversations and
less inhibitions. Like,
yeah,
okay, let's have a good time. It takes
the edge off where you're a bit more of a friendly person to be around. So that's kind of the lens I tried to look at it with, where I'm like, okay, sure. And if everyone is constantly drunk, we're like, that's now the new normal.
My
Then
gosh.
if one person's not drunk, they would stick out like a sore thumb and be like, man, like, who peed in your cereal?
Yeah,
That's
Debbie
actually
Downer.
it's actually a really funny reference to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. If you've watched it, you have not, but anyone who's listening who gets the Fruity Pebbles reference, there it is. That's all I have to say.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch that.
I'll tell you
I
about
don't
it
watch
later. We're
that.
not going to talk about
No, we're
it on
not.
here.
But I have
'cause
heard
it's
who peed in your
nasty.
Cheerios before.
It's nasty, let me just tell you.
That sounds
But anyways,
nasty.
But yeah, so
Yuck.
sorry, I got distracted because my mind is consumed with reality TV.
It's okay.
Okay, back to ancient Greece. I have to read this as a quote from a Nat Geo article I was reading. This is in reference to ancient Greece and their drinking habits. So, the drinking party, in one form or another, has been around for thousands of years, and from its inception has had the potential to spiral wildly out of control. Wine at Greek symposia was served in a crater or a large central urn, the equivalent of a modern punch bowl, from which guests filled their cups. The Greek poet and statesman Eubulus, writing in the 4th century BCE, states that after 3 craters of wine, the wise guests go home. Subsequent craters lead to nothing but trouble. The 5th, he writes, leads to yelling, the 6th to prancing about, and the 7th to black eyes. The 8th brings the police, the 9th vomiting, the 10th insanity, and hurling of the furniture.
We're talking like punch bowls full of drink.
Punch bowls.
And so the first 1 or 2 or 3 is like,
So it's like 3, but it's like a punch bowl. Everyone like fills their cup from it. After 3 punch bowls, party's over. Although now that I'm rereading
how many people are at this party?
See, that's what, and also how big
that
is the bowl?
on, yeah.
Is it like a 4-person bowl where it's like a 4-person serving size, and then you
are
refill
they
the bowl 4
comparing it
times?
to a punch bowl?
Yeah,
because punch bowls are, pretty big. They hold quite a bit of
liquid. It all depends on the size of this punch bowl and how many people are at the function. But also, now that I'm rereading this, he does say the wise guests go home after the 3rd crater.
That made
Just
me.
the wise
I'm
guests.
the wise one.
Yeah, we're the wise, aka the lightweights. They're like, honestly, they're probably the ones passed out on the floor and they can't participate in the next
I'm taking a nap now. See you later.
No, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay. Hence why I guess holding your liquor is like an admirable trait, because they're like, yeah, you can keep partying and maybe you're not hurling furniture. You're still coherent.
My gosh.
Absolutely crazy, first of all.
It's like, put the chair down.
No, literally.
Settle down.
Right? And then, okay, this one is one of my favorite facts. Just showing how much alcohol people were consuming. Like it was preferred over water. Like, they're not thinking, oh, we need water to live. They're like, there's water in the wine. Like, what do you think? How do you think you make wine? There's water in there somewhere. But so in Egypt, like the builders of the pyramids, which is like over 10,000 people, for each day, they had a daily beer ration of at least a gallon of beer.
Who's making this beer? That's what I want to know.
Okay,
that's a lot of beer.
Like,
that's a
where's
whole nother
the brewery?
question. Let's write that down. Where do they get the beer?
Yeah. And it's like, I'm going to get to this, but like it also doesn't taste as good as any beverages we drink today.
I bet not. Yeah.
Like it's not, where they're like, oh, it has notes of citrus and, it's a light beer. It's just
a woody flavor.
It's just some fermented something. And they're like, all I know is I drink this juice. It makes me feel funny. Like,
interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm like, a gallon of beer. First of all, most people struggle to drink a gallon of water a day for health. Like, that's usually a thing people like, make a New Year's resolution, like try and drink a gallon of water a day just to be hydrated. Like, I drink well over a gallon a day. Just
you drink too much water. Remember, you were like, there's a thing that's too much water.
Whatever. I need to get some like supplements for my water because I drink too much. But I'm like, if people struggle to drink a gallon of water, like something that your body needs and should crave, like you should get thirsty and crave water. I know some people don't, and that's interesting. But to just naturally be like chugging a gallon of beer in the desert while doing hard manual labor, long hours in the desert, and your fuel is beer.
Sounds like that Willie Nelson picnic I went to years ago, honestly.
What?
It's like, you're in the heat of the day, and it's all dusty, and you're just drinking beer. You're not staying hydrated.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard this story before.
I know, it's a different day.
A Willie Nelson picnic? Where was this?
Austin in the 80s or 90s. I don't remember.
What else did you partake in at this Willie Nelson picnic, Tina?
I'll tell you later.
She will tell me later.
That's just a reference.
An anecdote I'm gonna get later. So okay, thanks.
And dry and dusty and
going
just
ACL,
drinking beers.
Like Austin City Limits Music Festival is thing. God awful if you don't have proper hydration.
No.
Shade, a little hand fan, like it's rough.
So and then these people,
I'll go. There's been times I go to ACL and I'm like, yeah, like I want to get a little tipsy. Like you're at a music festival, but then I'll literally look at alcohol and I'm like, ugh, that's like it just sounds awful.
No, thank you.
You're out in the heat. Alcohol is not something your body craves in the heat.
No,
even when that's your agenda. Like I'm trying to get a little tipsy. I want to tip a little bit, and I'm like, that looks disgusting. No, thank you. But a crisp, cold beer. Because also, these beers aren't cold. This is not like cracking open a cold beer while building the pyramids.
No, thank you.
Absolutely bonkers, if you ask me.
Beer should be cold.
Yeah. So, back to what I was saying about how it doesn't taste as well. Like, it does not taste as good. The flavor profiles have not quite been developed at this point in time. They're using it for the function, not the flavor. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, a gallon of not so bueno beer.
Who knows what?
Yeah.
I'm also really. I should have looked this up, but I'm like, I'm really curious what the alcohol percentages of each of these things would be. Like, was their wine like the almost like liquor level, or was it almost beer?
Even know? Yeah.
In comparison to what our standards are, because it's like beer is a lower tier than wine, and then you have hard liquor like going upwards of the proof? Is that what they call it? It's like whatever proof. Yeah. So I should have looked that up. Maybe I'll circle back and answer that question next episode.
Maybe.
But for the taste, this goes into where the word toast comes from. You raise your drink to toast to someone, to something. In ancient Rome, and I'm pretty sure Greece too, it was common practice, kind of more of a special occasion, or like you're breaking open the nice wine kind of a thing, like common in that sense. Like not all day, every day, the normal wine, but if it's, you're kind of feeling a little fancier, you would get a piece of burnt bread or toast and drop it into your wine to improve the flavor.
Why?
Girl,
why would you do that, people?
Like, I did the research, but it didn't tell me. It just said it makes it taste better. I am really questioning what that wine tastes like, because I don't know what burnt bread would improve the taste of.
I don't either.
Like... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel like that's a weird one. I'd want.
But yeah, so it would be like toast. Like the way I envision it is like, some rich person where they're like, oh, I've had such a hard day, and they're like calling to this servant, and they're like, give me a glass of wine, like, and toast it. Like put a toast in it. Like, where it's like, this calls for like oh, I can't even. I just have had such a rough day. I need toasted wine. That's what where it's like a level above. You're like, it's a little fancy. It's a little posh.
And they just would drink it with the... I'm gonna
you know what? When I come home for Christmas, we'll try it. We're gonna toast our wine, and there's gonna be little crumbs floating.
I'm gonna hard pass on that one, Sam. But thank you. I'm just gonna drink my wine regular.
Soggy breadcrumbs. That would be so gross.
Well, like when you take communion and you dip the bread in the wine and eat it.
Yeah, but that's so different.
It is different.
So different.
But it's similar.
Because that I can understand. Like that, sure, that tastes good. And again, it's our modern day wine that generally tastes pretty good. And like if you're a fan of red wine, you enjoy the taste of red wine.
Yeah, you get the one you want. The one that tastes good to you.
I'm sure, yeah. I can't imagine being like, you know what? This wine needs some burnt bread. Burnt bread. Okay.
My gosh.
So yeah. That one was interesting to find out.
Nope.
Along the lines, okay, so we learned where the word toast came from. I have two more. So the word cheer, like cheers in your glasses. This one is, I don't really understand how it got tied into toasting, but it's like the specific word cheer is originally an Anglo-French word that derived from Latin and likely Greek, but the word means face, like your face.
Okay.
And originally it was used to refer to a spectrum of emotions, like the way I understand it is it's almost like cheer and emotion would be synonyms. So it's like if you are of mild cheer, you know, you're kind of down in the dumps. You're not doing so great. Or like you're full of cheer. You're really happy. So it's kind of like, which, because when I was reading it, I was like, in that sense, it's like if you're of mild cheer, it means you have little cheer. If you have a lot of cheer, you're happy. So I was like, cheer still kind of just means happy in that context. But the way it explained it was like, it's a full spectrum of emotions. And then later in like the 1300s, the word cheer transitioned to being like mainly just happy. Like it only means happy. But then I'm confusing because I'm like, you could still say mild cheer. We're like, I'm mild happy, you know? I don't know. Kind of weird. But
that's interesting.
Yeah, so I guess, you know, when they're shouting cheers, it's like you're hoping for good cheer, good fortune and whatever. So yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Scrolling through my notes, don't mind me.
No, that's good. Good info coming out.
Okay. So, okay, wait, I have a couple more fun facts. So this one is where the word tumbler comes from because it was practice once people started doing toasting, like they would toast people's health. It was the common practice, like in the ritual of toasting, instead of, you know, now we raise our glasses, maybe clink them and then sip. The expectation was you're drinking the full glass. Like you have a full glass.
Oh, okay.
You toast to Tina's health and then chug, drink the whole thing or you're a loser, pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Because you know what? You can't finish your glass of wine. What are you? A loser?
Give me some time, lady.
Dude, that's me. When I would try to play like drink games with my friends, I'd be like, chug, chug. And I'm like, do you think I'm capable of chugging? Like, I'm a sipper. I'll do some quick sips. Chugging, that's not happening. You want me to throw it up? That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I could chug water, and I'm pretty sure that is literally it. I think that's the only beverage I can chug.
Same.
So anyways, that
makes sense, though. Chug that water.
But, you know, all the frat boys, they would do great back in the olden days.
I know.
They've trained for that exact moment. But so with that, where it's like the expectation is to finish your glass as the toast, which also they would sometimes go around, like, you know, maybe there's multiple people they're toasting to. They're like wishing them good health. It's typically toasting to good health. You would like toast each one, but that is like a full glass for each person. So it's like if there's 4 people that you're toasting to their health and that's what you're celebrating, you would toast to Tina's health, chug. Toast to Sam's health, chug. Like, refill, chug, refill, chug.
Interesting, because you can't just go sip and into Samantha.
Yeah. It was like,
wow.
Oh my gosh. And again, that's where I'm like, who's making all this alcohol? Where are y'all getting this from? That's where you also know it definitely doesn't taste good because the quality control would not be there.
Could not be.
No, or like maybe
we need a barrel of wine. Let's go.
One barrel would be like so much higher percent than the other one. Like it's this group is going to get absolutely obliterated while the other is like kind of just tipsy. But with that, where you're expected to finish your whole glass, the main like the glasses they would drink out of had rounded bottoms. So like you could not set down. You have to finish your glass and then you flip it upside down on the table so that it's like flat on the top. But you can't set it down with liquid still in it or else it'll spill.
Tumble
Hence why they're called
over.
Tumblers.
Oh.
The rounded bottoms. So they're tumblers.
Because we have those tumblers that have...
We have the little kind of
rounded, but a flat bottom, a little flat bottom, so you could set it down.
And like the whole point of tumblers now where it's like, I understood it as like, oh, it's so this cup could tumble around, but it's so sealed and secure that like it's not going to spill. Like that's our tumblers that we have purchased, but back then it's
we have
like
a little lid.
Yeah, like you can secure it, and then okay, if it tumbles around, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's not spilling.
Pick it up, but it's not going to spill all over the place.
Right.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was rounded glasses. So you have to finish your whole glass before you can set it down. And then there was some like rowdy king back in however long ago.
There's always a rowdy king.
It's always a rowdy king. Oh my gosh. But where he did something similar where I guess it was later where they had like stemmed wine glasses, but he made a practice of snapping the stems off of the wine glasses for that same reason. Because he's like, why aren't you finishing your drink in one go, huh? Like, and then I'm like, so every time you'd go to take a sip, I'm like, it's an expected chug.
Wow.
You're finishing the entire glass. Weird.
I'm glad times have changed.
For real.
I don't want to do that.
Right?
I'd have to go home early all the time.
Oh my God, same.
It's like, there goes that Debbie Downer. I was like, sorry.
Right?
I'm not chugging this.
My God, no, it'd be my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, my last little like where this phrase kind of came from is pour one out. And this, again, I'm pretty sure is common in many cultures as they got alcohol into their societies. But ancient Greeks and like Vikings, for sure, those are the two that I found for sure. They would have a common practice of pouring out like a little bit of their drink. So say you have a full glass of wine, you'd pour a little bit out onto the ground in kind of an offering to the gods, I guess. Which just tells you also how highly they place alcohol in their society. They're like, this is like gold.
Here,
pour a little bit out on the ground. That's for the gods, hoping for answered prayers and good fortune. And then same with the Vikings, they would pour out mead, which I'm a big fan of mead. For Odin, same reason, hoping for answered prayers, good fortune, that kind of stuff. Which I feel like that one's still kind of like, it's transitioned a little bit. Like, we don't necessarily pour one out like at church where you're like, pour one out for God.
No, we do not.
Like, no.
No.
But it's like, you know,
excuse me,
if maybe someone's like passed away, you know, like I've seen people like at funerals where they're like, hey, pour one out for so-and-so because, you know, maybe he was a big beer fan and they're like, pour one out for him. You know, it's still exists to a degree. Like, I've definitely heard that phrase many times. But yeah. Okay, I'll wrap it up with basically that was how toasting came to be. Like, I mean, it was held in this high regard of, you know, they would wish people good health with like toasting it. And then eventually over time, people kind of started, you know, questioning, you know, alcohol and its connection to your health. And is it good for your health? I'm not so sure about that necessarily. And so then it kind of transitioned to like, okay, take a sip for people like for their health. Cause they're like, we're cheersing to your health, but then chugging alcohol.
Maybe there's a connection between the people who are chugging this alcohol and their like, lifespan. I'm
not so sure how that's helping us.
Or their health. Yeah.
But yeah. So over time, it's become a bit more civil and calm, you know? We're not trying to get drunk at the beginning of Thanksgiving dinner. Like, yeah. Because I also think it's funny, and like you toast at the beginning usually, I feel like. And so then it's like you're starting the night off drunk. Right? Or do you toast at the end?
No, you could. I think you could toast whenever.
Well, yeah.
But like at weddings, when you toast the bride and groom, like if the best man's making a toast,
right?
You know, you don't want the bride and groom to get drunk and not be able to, you know, enjoy their
quite a few
reception. Yeah, I did not, but thank you very much. Yeah, because I want to enjoy things. I want to remember the party.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much wrapped up with mine.
Well,
my notes are all over the place.
That was all good stuff. I mean, the whole toast in a drink thing is bizarro to me. Like, what?
Like, it's like, I never would have guessed that's where toasting came from. Like, the word toasting. Like, I get the cheers, okay, pouring it out for the gods, like, that kind of thing. And then it's like, oh, alcohol, like, holds all this weight in society, whatever. But, like, the burnt bread to improve the flavor.
Never heard that before, ever.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Cool.
That's why we're here.
Would not want to try.
So you can learn these things. It's so bizarre.
Imagine doing like a medieval wine tasting where it's like authentic.
No.
Oh, that would be horrible. I bet that exists somewhere.
No, because we're so used to. I mean, we live in the hill country. Wine, you know, wineries everywhere. And we taste good wine when we go wine tasting. It's good usually.
Even some like good high quality wines that like, you know, connoisseurs like, oh, this is amazing. I'm like, ew, not a fan.
Yeah.
Because I also just don't have a very sophisticated palate.
Well, you like what you like.
Exactly.
Don't knock yourself. You like what you like.
Right.
I used to do that. And then one of our friends who's a wine connoisseur was like, you know, you like what you like. Don't be apologetic about it.
I like Costco box wine.
You're right.
Yeah.
Me too. Well,
Costco box wine hits every time. Never misses.
Everybody's going, which one is it? Kirkland. It's Kirkland red wine. What is it
called?
I don't know. It's good.
Don't even know. It's red. That's all I know.
It's red and it's good.
Red Costco box wine.
Yeah.
Sponsored. I wish.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
All right. What do you got for us, Tina?
Well, here's my thing. So when you kind of told me what you were going to do, what your subject was going to be, like cheers. And I'm thinking, it should be maybe we should talk about things that we do during the, you know, season of celebration, like Christmas coming up. Now we just had Thanksgiving and now Christmas, and I was like, you know, like there's so many, why do we do these things? Like, why do we, you know, because I even asked your brother and dad I was like, okay, what are some things like we just do all the time? Don't even think about it because it's traditions. I was thinking, oh, let me think of some traditions we do,
Yeah.
and then maybe talk about one of them. Like, why? You know, I
Right.
was like, well,
There's
we put up,
endless.
yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Like, why do we put up a tree? And then Brady's like, oh,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Well, I was like, okay, that's all. I don't know if that's it. But then I was like, well, why do we decorate our homes with lights? You know, because everybody
Yeah.
does,
All the
not
decor
everybody, but a whole lot of
traditions.
people. And like one of our traditions is
Right.
going and looking at lights that
Right.
people have
And
put
this is
up.
like even people who don't celebrate like Christmas, the holiday, like the Christian holiday, it's like
Right.
people still at this point,
Sure.
Christmas is just
It's just the
it's a
holiday.
season,
Yeah.
really. Like
Yeah.
it's
Maybe it's like the
festivities.
winter holiday, you know, season.
Right. Yeah, people get in the spirit.
You know, like there's just all these things that we do. Like even just the foods we eat, even during certain times of year. Like, you
Right.
know, like Thanksgiving, we make a turkey.
Turkey.
That we thought that, but we still made a turkey because we're like, I don't know what else to make. So,
Right.
I'm looking at my notes because I wanted to start. So I
Yes.
finally zeroed in on a tradition that I know about because
I'm getting
I have,
comfy for this.
we don't personally do it in our family,
Mm-hmm.
but I have friends who do. And the first time I heard about it, I was like, you do what now?
Yeah, she told me her question.
Yeah.
Like we tell each other the question, that's it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this in my life.
No. I mean, you know, we have our own traditions. We sing certain songs. We sing, you know,
Right.
like Silent Night, and you know,
Or like
we put up a
do,
tree.
I mean, we do the like reindeer food. Like we get like dried oatmeal and like put glitter in it. Even today at the grand old age of 23, I still want to go put out reindeer food with glitter, sprinkle it in the yard so the reindeer, when they fly over, Santa can see your house.
That's right.
Things like that. Where it's just like, it's silly, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Like
that was
the
something
silly
you
things are
learned
fun.
when you were in preschool.
I love that one.
That was a thing.
It's
and
like
I was
my favorite.
That is the sweetest.
Like I like that more than milk and cookies for Santa.
It's because it's sweet and it's.
And then you get to go out in the front yard and like throw glitter. I mean, that's not maybe the best for the environment, but
just for the record, they still do it at 23
I said at the
and 20.
Grand old age of 23 and what 25.
Because I mean, sometimes we're like I forget now because I'm kind of turning off my. I got to remember all these things mode. Yeah. But you
don't have to be the magic.
You guys
anymore.
are like, we didn't do reindeer food. And I'm like, oh my god, let me get some reindeer food together.
How are they gonna find our house?
We should at least say what the heck reindeer food is.
Well,
right? Did you say it?
I said it.
Glitter. I missed it.
Tina's been reading her notes and not listening to me.
No, I haven't been reading nothing. So the glitter and the oats.
Just not listening to me.
That's what
I said we get dried oatmeal and glitter.
I totally missed that. Anyway, it's cool.
You're so funny.
It's very cool.
This happens every day.
I know it does. I kind of tune you out sometimes. Okay.
We're doing a podcast, man. You're supposed to listen to me.
Like, I know, right?
See, I can't even get her to listen to me when we create a whole podcast together. What am I to do?
You better pull that microphone when if you're going to scoop back, girly. All right, so.
Is it hard to hear me?
Well, when you do this.
Okay, well, I pulled it back. I'm loud.
Just for the people who
pulled it back a little bit.
Seeing the video. She just keeps leaning back and I'm like, hey, girl.
I said I was getting comfy.
So let me tell you what I decided to do.
Okay.
So, because this is the
we don't even know your question yet.
I know. I haven't got there yet. So, man, I got to find it. All right. So the one interesting tradition I zeroed in on is called, drumroll, the Christmas pickle.
My God.
I know the people out there who know what a Christmas pickle are going, yeah, what? But the other people are like, what the hell's a Christmas pickle? So
I'm also a pickle hater. I'm not a pickle girl.
She does not. So, Samantha, here's a.
Hey, me not liking pickles leaves more pickles for the pickle lovers of the world.
I know.
Y'all can have mine. It's a win-win.
I know. We don't eat this Christmas pickle. Just FYI, it's not an edible one. But it does have a German name that Brody, who is learning German, has told me. I have to read this because I wrote it out phonetically.
Yeah,
it's a
German's hard, man.
15-letter word.
Lordy.
I think. I counted 15. So here it is. Weihnachtsgurke.
I'm not even going to try to say that back to you.
Gherkin at the end, like gherkin pickles. Isn't that a pickle? Gherkin pickles. Weihnachtsgurke. I don't know why I'm asking the pickle hater. Weihnachtsgurke. Anyway, I was like, Brody, how do you say this? It's spelled like, I'll just spell a little bit of it.
Okay.
W-E-I-H. W-E-I-H.
W-E-I-H.
Vi. I would not have got that. So thankfully,
Nope.
we have a German speaker in the house.
Right.
Anyway, so as I said, we don't do this tradition, but friends of ours
Right.
do. I won't name
Yeah,
them
so
because
that's
they
like,
might
it's
not
more
want
fun
to
to
know.
research one that like we don't do.
Yeah,
It's like,
it was kind of
okay.
interesting. Okay, here's how it works. I'm going to give you a little rundown of the
Ugh.
Christmas pickle. All right, so followers of this tradition hide a green pickle ornament. It's like a glass pickle, shaped like a pickle. I mean, it looks like a pickle. It's a green pickle ornament. Hang our like the ornament, the balls on our tree or whatever.
Yeah.
This is a green pickle ornament, and they hide this on Christmas Eve. So it's not on the tree until Christmas Eve, and like all the kids are asleep in bed,
Mm-hmm.
and so whoever's in charge of the pickle hides it in the tree, like in the branches. So
Right.
it's not like right there. And the finder the next morning, so the kids wake up, and if it's your tradition, they go and look for this pickle on the tree. And so
On
that's like
Christmas morning.
on Christmas morning.
Okay.
So, they just, that's what they look for. Whenever the pickle, whoever's in charge of the pickle says go, they start looking for it. And the first one to find it, they get some kind of reward. And I'm sure it varies from family to family.
Okay.
But the finder gets either to like open the first present. Like,
okay.
Sometimes who gets to open the first present? Well, that's how they decide. Whoever
Right.
found that pickle.
Okay.
And
so it's only the kids look for it?
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, the adults, it's really kind
Right.
of for the kids, right?
Yeah, it's a kid thing.
Yeah. And so they either get an extra gift, or they open the first gift of the season, or they're promised good fortune, some
Right.
maybe
Yeah,
get
good
money
luck or something.
So
Okay.
whatever your family decides that you
Okay.
get.
Yeah, it's a choose
And-
your own adventure
Yeah.
tradition.
So it's like
Gotcha.
a extra little something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was researching this, because I'm like, what? I
Yeah, what?
like, what?
Pardon
What's
me.
this? The whole reason like the Christmas pickle has a German name to it
Mm-hmm.
has something to do with part of the research of where did this originate? Who started this whole
Okay.
Christmas pickle thing?
Right.
'Cause-
So it originated in Germany?
Well, that's the
Question
word
mark?
on the street. The word on the street is
Okay.
it originated in Germany. But listen to what I learned. The tradition of the Christmas pickle is probably one of the strangest modern Christmas customs I've heard of. I mean,
Right.
when I
Yeah.
kind of mentioned to you, you were like, what?
Yeah, I
Christmas
was like,
pickle?
huh?
But it's not so far-fetched. I mean, we all have our things, right? And this is just one extra little thing that some people do.
Okay.
So where did the tradition of the Christmas pickle come from is my podcast question that we're going to answer. All
I
right,
finally got to your
I know.
question.
which y'all knew. But I found 3 stories or explanations behind the tradition and like where it may have come from. So there's 3 possibilities. 1 makes sense, and 2 are kind of far-fetched.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the one that makes more sense, because why not? All right, and I think you probably know this. I feel like this is what your answer would have been like. Oh, I bet it was this. So
Can I say what my guess was?
Yeah.
Or
I know you.
okay, my guess is just that it's like a marketing thing. Some company decided to come up with some new tradition thing to make there be one more thing people have to go out and
Yeah.
buy.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's my assumption for most things.
Yes.
Because
and
I don't
that's
understand why it's a pickle. Like, why not like a little
Right.
star, a little Christmas related? Like,
Yes.
how is a pickle related?
you have nailed it on the head. That's
Okay.
another. We'll find out. Anyway, it is a marketing gimmick. Is one of the reasons behind where this maybe originated.
Okay.
But who thought of this? Like
Yeah.
why and why? Why? Like you said, why
Right.
a pickle?
Why a pickle?
What?
That's my
Okay.
main question. Why a
So-
pickle?
I'm gonna kind of look at my notes and read this because I
Okay.
want to get it all down. But
Yeah.
the most accepted origin of where this happened was American retailers like Woolworth, which I know you never heard of the store. It's a
Nope.
store back in my day, like Wynn's,
Okay.
Woolworth. I think that's Woolco. Anyway, it's like a Walmart. It's a
Okay.
store like Walmart. And they were importing and selling germ. I saw that.
Girl,
They were-
I traveled today. Leave me alone. I yawned if
They were
anyone's listening.
importing and selling German glass ornaments shaped like fruits and vegetables in the 80s. So this
Okay.
American store, kind of like a Walmart,
Of course.
started.
Of course
in-
it would be
yeah,
Walmart
it's
adjacent.
called Woolworths, but it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Imported these glass ornaments shaped like fruits and vegetables from Germany.
Okay.
So it's thought that the pickle-shaped ornaments weren't selling well. Huh. Wonder
I
why.
wonder why. They look real cute.
Yeah.
Look like a warty little
somebody's
appendage
going,
that I won't
I don't know, sure I want to hang a pickle on my tree.
No.
Anyway, so it's thought that they weren't selling very well. And the story was invented claiming it was an old German tradition. So it was a gimmick of sorts.
Right.
So these ornaments weren't, and this is, a guesstimate of how this happened, but they weren't selling very well. So somebody invented a story about it being an old German tradition to hide them in a Christmas tree, and the person who finds it receives good luck or an extra present, making them popular.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like they made up the story behind it. Now, maybe
that was the solution instead of just like not ordering the pickle ones. Like, actually just hold those. We don't want those.
What? Yeah. I mean, and what other fruits and vegetables, are hung on the tree? Maybe oranges and apples and pears.
Sure.
Like a partridge in a pear tree. I don't know. Just singing.
Exactly.
But anyway, so
interesting.
When I thought it's like selling a legend was easier than selling a decorative vegetable ornament like a pickle.
Right.
But you're right. Like, why?
Right.
But maybe it was like a package deal. You get these things, and that's one of the things, and you got to sell. And now they're like,
that makes sense.
You had to order the whole shebang.
Right.
I don't know.
It's like you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
It was the 1880s. It wasn't like we could send it back to Amazon the next day. Right, yeah. Things are coming. Free returns like, I'm stuck with this. Right.
You're like, now I have all these glass pickles. What do I do?
I know, exactly. So even though the glass ornaments were imported from Germany, the claim that it's an old German tradition seems to be a total myth.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did find out not many people in Germany have even heard of the Christmas pickle.
That makes sense to me. Like, it being an American, like, marketing tactic makes total sense.
Yeah.
It coming from Germany does not.
However, because I did see this old survey. It was like 2016. So almost 10 years ago, there was a survey that found that 91% of Germans had never heard of the Christmas pickle, and only 2% celebrated it.
Interesting.
So 2% celebrated
with it.
Yeah. That's
gotta be people who have like American like family or like some tie to America.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like, okay. Now, today, if we went to Germany, we would probably find these glass pickle ornaments because there's a following in America where, people want these glass pickle ornaments because it's part of their tradition now. Like it's been incorporated into some traditions, some people we know. But I thought, okay,
that makes sense.
So I bet if we went back to Germany around Christmas season or in those Christmas stores that they have, I bet we would like ornament stores.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
because like a lot of those souvenir type shops are typically very catered to like American tourists or
like what are they going to want to buy?
It's like they know we just love to spend our money on random shit.
Hey, I bought some random stuff.
Well, I've bought
in Germany.
Many a random shit. Don't you worry.
I know. So here's another story. Now I'm getting into the far-fetched stories because that first one makes sense.
That one makes sense.
Makes sense.
Right.
But this one is a little disturbing. I mean, there's a couple of versions of it. I'm gonna start with the kind of mild one.
Okay.
I was like,
I'm buckling up.
When I read it, I was a little disturbed. All right, so here's another version of it. So the Civil War soldier story.
Okay.
Behind the Christmas pickle.
Okay.
It's different. So hang on to your shorts.
All right.
This story features a fighter in the American Civil War, which kind of made no sense to me if it's a German tradition. German tradition. Anyway, listen to it. But it's about an American Civil War fighter who was born in Bavaria, which is an area of Germany, which is now in Germany.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what that is.
Bavaria is an area of what is now Germany. Okay. So this person was apparently born in Bavaria, but is now in America and fighting in the Civil War.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, there's the connection to Germany.
Okay.
Anyway, he was a prisoner and starving. This is the story. He's a prisoner and starving, and he begged a guard for one last, drum roll please, pickle before he died. Now, if you're starving, are you going to ask for a pickle? Maybe.
Was it just like the only food they had on hand?
I don't know.
Because I could see like that kind of food being what they have like for the prisoners, because it's like you can store it in a jar, it lasts forever on a
I
shelf,
guess.
kind
I
of.
think it's just part of the story. They just made this
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
up.
trying to make
But
it make sense.
I know. So he's a prisoner, starving, and begged a guard for one last pickle before he
But
died.
he's a prisoner like in America now.
Yeah, I guess. I'm
Okay,
assuming.
like Civil
Because it's
War
a Civil
prisoner
War,
or
yeah.
something. Okay.
The guard took pity on him and gave a pickle to him.
Okay.
The pickle gave him the mental and physical strength to live on, and the soldier hung a pickle on his Christmas tree every year after that. You're about to lose. The strangest story.
That like gives me the vibes. Like I know like certain people like who friends of mine who are pickle lovers. Like it's like a really good like hangover food because I don't know. It's just they like, which I'm like
Yeah.
I can understand it. Like if I liked pickles, I kind of would get it. But like that's what it reminds me of, where they're like you're hungover, you feel awful, you eat this pickle, and it gives you the will to live.
Okay.
And you can
maybe
continue
there's some
on.
substance to the story. And I'm guessing it's not some little gherkin pickle. It's got to be a big deal pickle or something.
Pickle, yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Like one of those big fair pickles.
Okay. So because of that, saving his life, giving him the mental and
The
physical
pickle saved.
strength to live on, hangs a pickle on his tree. So that's how it.
I bet that's the favorite story for all the pickle lovers, because they're like, yeah, a pickle is life-saving. It gives you life and you can carry on. It gives you the will to live.
I mean, yeah. All right, you ready for the next one?
I'm scared, but yes.
Right, this is the one that's
This is the disturbing one?
It creeps me out a little bit.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the mild version. I thought that one was, but no, I'm like, I mean, that story about the soldiers a little, but this one's a little creepy. Okay. We'll call it a whimsical story, a more whimsical story, which dates the Christmas pickle to the Middle Ages. Here we go.
Okay.
So here's the story. Two Spanish boys headed home during the holidays, stopped in an inn for the night. I don't know why they're Spanish, but...
Is this like in America?
This is the story. Yeah.
Or just somewhere medieval times?
I didn't even say. I don't know if it's America.
I don't think it would be America now that I'm thinking.
No, it wouldn't be
Medieval times probably would not be America.
Two Spanish boys.
Okay.
Right.
So in Spain?
I don't know. It didn't really say.
Okay.
Here's they're
two Spanish boys in the medieval times.
Yeah. Two Spanish boys headed home during the holidays, and they stopped in at an inn for the night. Okay. Inexplicably, the grumpy innkeeper stuffed the two boys into a pickle barrel. He must have been in a bad mood.
How big is a pickle barrel?
Well, it's big.
It's like a standard barrel?
I think so.
I can't picture that. Okay.
When St. Nicholas, aka Santa Claus, coincidentally popped by that very same inn, he sensed trouble, tapped on the barrel with his staff, and rescued the two boys from being pickled to death. Okay, but that was one story version. You want to know the other one?
Yeah.
A darker version of the story. When they stopped at the inn for the night, the evil innkeeper killed the boys. And there was another gruesome story, like how they killed them, but I don't even want to get too dark. So killed the boys and put them in a pickle barrel. That evening, St. Nicholas, aka Santa, stopped at the same inn and found the boys in the barrel and miraculously brought them back to life. And I was wondering, like, why such an odd story?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I was like, that's
and now we hang pickles on the tree because
of these
almost pickled children.
On earth? This makes the pickle a symbol of good fortune and deliverance, linking it to the holiday spirit of giving and miracles. Isn't that odd? Isn't that an odd
like that
connection?
Story would make me not really want a pickle if I was in the mood for a pickle.
A symbol of good fortune because they were rescued from the pickle barrel and being pickled.
After being murdered.
I know. See, that's the version I'm thinking, well, but St. Nicholas brought them back to life with his magic. But isn't that an interesting...
That's like, I'm trying to like make a, like, some kind of a modern connection or whatever. But it's like, that'd be like, say you got hit by a car, you die, like you're dead. Then Santa comes and brings you back to life, and now you're like, cars are good luck. Like, I'm gonna go say my prayers in the car because it's gonna be good luck and bring good fortune. Because I was hit
Christmas
by a car, but then Santa brought me back to life.
It's different. It's a different take for sure. I was like,
or like you're gonna hang a car ornament on your tree.
Exactly. That's why it creeped me out a bit, especially reading the darker version.
The like how
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to talk about all that.
I don't think so. We got dark enough already. All right. So to recap the tradition today,
Uh-huh.
the person who finds a pickle gets an extra gift or good
Okay.
fortune or whatever your family decides.
They get to not be dead.
Yeah.
Yay!
While linked to Germany, surveys show most Germans have never heard of the tradition.
Of course.
It does add a little bit of fun, a festive challenge, especially for kids. So it is
Right.
mostly for kids to, But I mean, if that was our tradition and y'all were here at Christmas, y'all would look for the pickle as adults.
Right. It would seem normal to us. Like,
yeah. So in essence, really this tradition of the pickle ornament is really American holiday tradition,
right.
Inspired, we'll say, by German glass making than a genuine German custom.
There you go.
That makes more sense.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I fully expected it to be some kind of a American marketing.
There is a town in the Midwest in Michigan that's, a lot of German immigrants, kind of like our Fredericksburg here, where they're called the Christmas pickle capital of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's it's big enough of a thing where there's a capital of the world.
They had a parade, the whole bit, all surrounding this Christmas pickle
parade. That's crazy.
They used to have a whole festival and everything. It hasn't been happening in the last few years for some reason, but people are hoping it will return and be a thing. But yeah,
interesting.
It's Berrien Springs, Michigan. Berrien Springs, Michigan.
Hear that, pickle lovers? Y'all can have a pilgrimage around Christmas time. See, I can appreciate the sentiment of being a pickle lover. Like, if I was a pickle lover, I'd be like, oh, I gotta go to that. I gotta experience it. Yeah. So, pickle lovers, y'all can have a little pilgrimage.
There is, I know, like some Germans are kind of warming up to this amusing tradition of the pickle on the tree, but it's not really a German tradition.
I should text my host from my workaway this summer because they were German and be like, hey. They sent me pictures. For context, my boyfriend and I did a workaway in Sweden. They had like a farm, but it was a German couple who had like a farm in Sweden. And it was super cute, but I'm sure they would get a laugh out of it. I feel like they would know about it and be like, that is hilariously stupid.
Ask them and do a recap.
But yeah, they sent me pictures of like the farm all snowy and cute. It was precious.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, I loved it.
So I wonder who, which listeners out there, like, does your family practice the Christmas pickle tradition? Right. And if so,
what is, like, what's the prize? Like, what do you get?
And also, which origin story do you choose to believe? Like, like, why do you do it? Like, who presented that to you first? Like, was it your grandma?
Who brought it to the family?
Yeah, and like, how did you hear about it, and what did they tell you? Like, oh, it's a German tradition, or
because I imagine like most kids probably just they don't question it. They're like, oh, this is just what we do. Yeah, and then maybe as they get older, they're like, wait, so where did that come from? But I'm sure a lot of kids are just like, it's the Christmas pickle. Like, yeah. Like, what do you mean?
It's just a fun thing.
What are you curious about? Huh?
Right. Interesting. But yeah. Either way, I could never find the Christmas pickle. I've tried.
You've tried.
I don't know. But my thought was like when there's been friends who said, oh, it's on the tree already. It wasn't Christmas Eve because I'm not at their house at Christmas Eve. And they're like, oh, it's in there. And I could not find that. I'm like looking up and down and could not find a pickle to save my life. Yeah. So I guess some people don't wait till Christmas Eve.
But like that would also be like, you'd have a advantage if you're like a tall person because you can like get tall or you get low. Because what if it's just up high and like you can't see it?
And what if you're like, oh, I found it. So Christmas Eve, you're like, it's right here.
Right?
So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. We have friends who do it. So
I've never heard of it.
I hope they comment on this one. Like, oh yeah, we do that. This is why.
Like, yeah.
That's what I want to know. Like, why? Why do you do it?
Right. Like what's your origin story that you follow?
Or is it a totally different one that I didn't find?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure.
I'm sure it's just like, well, my great grandpa loves pickles, and so we hid it on the tree, and now that's what we do.
It's like, yeah, we saw it at the store and got it.
Yeah. No, you get like $10 from grandpa.
There's a reason. Like, there's a reason you put a pickle on your tree. I just want to know what it is. Like, tell me your story.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah, guys.
I have fun facts, but I don't know if we want to save that for next time or not.
I mean, if you could rapid fire them, we could do fun facts.
Okay, here's some fun facts. Did you know that Japan eats KFC for Christmas dinner?
I rock with that hard.
Yeah.
That sounds like my kind of Christmas.
I asked my son about that because he's dating a Japanese girl, and sure enough, it's a thing. It is yes, indeed.
Oh my gosh. KFC is my comfort food everywhere I travel because, like, it's the one constant. I'm like, I know this is gonna just hit the spot.
It's good. So
I don't even eat it in America. I only eat it when I travel.
Isn't that funny? I know we don't eat it really when we're here.
But when I travel, I seek out a KFC.
I did too. When I was in Venezuela a long time ago, we ate at KFC.
Yeah.
Since the 1970s, a wildly successful campaign by KFC turned fried chicken into an annual festive tradition in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. Today,
can we do that?
Maybe.
We should make Rinko feel welcomed and loved and have KFC.
She is not interested. Because I'm like, do I need to get KFC when she's here? And Brady's like, no. Nope. He took her to KFC here and she was not impressed. So, yeah.
There's a KFC like around the corner from me. And I thought I'd be eating there every day. Our first night here, we ate it and we were both like we did not feel good. I was
okay, that's not good.
Pass.
All right, this is when you know because we've been there. Iceland has 13 Santas.
The Yule Lads?
Yes. The Yule Lads. If you haven't been there, go to Iceland. Book it now. Get on your computer and book it.
Good. Oh my gosh. I have a wander magical... I can share with you, of course, if you need it.
Yeah, people in Iceland are going, shh, don't tell them. Not really. It's not that great. Don't go.
Yeah, anyway, the Yule Lads are cray.
The Yule Lads. Lots of personality there.
They're kind of like little mini Krampuses. They're like anti-Santas. Okay, well, because I did all the research on the Iceland trip.
Yeah.
They had, okay, real quick. They've developed over time now where it's like, oh, they're 13 like happy little Santas. Really, the Yule Lads are like these little
they're not.
Mutant demon babies, and like they live in this. Yeah,
one is called the spoon licker. One's called a door slammer.
Yeah, they each have their own like little special niche chaos thing. Yeah, but, like they're each chaotic little.
Okay, here's another one. Silent Night is the most recorded carol.
Most recorded carol.
You know, it's the most recorded song, like Silent Night. The song.
People have like recorded it and put it out as
first performed on Christmas Eve in 1818 in Austria.
Wow,
that's a long time ago. Since then, it has been translated into over 300 languages and holds the Guinness World Record as the most recorded Christmas carol, with everyone from Bing Crosby, which you probably don't know, to Beyonce singing the tune way before your time. You shouldn't.
I know her.
That's right. Okay, here's the song "We Wish You a Merry Christmas."
Yeah,
we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Carolers once demanded pudding. You know the song,
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Like, bring us some figgy pudding.
Yeah, it's. I didn't know it was like legit
like for real.
Carolers back in the day, 16th century England would show up at doors and sing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin." But then it's like, so bring us some figgy pudding. They meant it. Go get us some pudding, people. Yeah. So bring us some figgy pudding. Yeah. And
interesting. Is it like just a form of begging where they're like, hey, I can really use some pudding. Let me go knock on the neighbor's door and sing.
The next verse is, we won't go until we get some.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Or we've got some. We won't go until we've got some.
Yeah. Interesting.
We won't go until we got some, so bring it out here. Yeah.
Interesting.
You don't sing it like that, like but that's what they're saying.
This happy little thing, but they're like, hey, actually, we're literally not leaving your doorstep until you bring us what we want.
Yeah. It was like,
that's a little terrifying.
Carolers would sing it outside wealthy homes, insisting on figgy pudding and threatening not to leave until served.
You know what? I respect that they're just going to the wealthy houses where they're like, hey, I know you got enough to share. Stop being greedy around Christmas.
Fork it over. Yeah. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Give it. Give it here. Okay, bye. Have a great
one. I'm hungry. Feed me. Give me some figgy pudding. I want to try figgy pudding.
Yeah, I don't even.
Fig.
Is it figs?
I'm guessing. I didn't look that one up. Let me write that down for the next time.
This whole episode is just giving me a million new questions.
Let me write that down. Let me write that down.
Interesting.
Or somebody could tell us.
Wow.
Anyway, and there
we learned quite a bit today.
Wrap.
That is a wrap. Well, next episode will come out on time. We'll go back to every 2 weeks. Eventually, we'll move to 1 week. But yeah, that's all we got. In the meantime,
we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
Holidays.
We'll see.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Whatever holiday you celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Shoot us some ideas if you want some questions answered.
If y'all got questions, specific questions, we take requests.
I mean, we got a list of them, but if you have one, you're like
quite a long list. Yeah, we definitely take requests.
Absolutely.
So, we'll talk next time. In the meantime, you say it.
You say it.
You say it.
No.
We're practicing. All right, fine. In the meantime, stay curious.
Stay curious. Now I say it. I'm like, no.